Today, I'm going to give a small introduction about the IOS-MCN. Specifically, it's an India open source mobile communication network. It's a stakeholder ecosystem around the project iOS 5G. If you specifically ask about iOS 5G, it's a government of India funded project for the development of open source 5G stack. The collaboration partners of this project include Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, and CDAC Trivandrum. Um, the specific objectives of IOS-MCN include the development of an industry-grade open source 5G stack that includes RAN, core, and unified operations and management platform. And we need to develop everything under Apache license so that any startups or any other companies can adopt it and they can build on top of it and they can also go to the market. We are also ensuring continuous support for the startups to adopt it and build on top of it. And that's the beauty of it because as a stakeholder, as a development partner of this project, um, it's a combination of both academy and industry. And we are taking as part of the government body into this project, and we don't have any intention to commercialize other than inviting or collaborating with the some startups to adopt it and make them capable of some adding some value on top of it and going to the market. And if you the specific responsibility division among the development partners, Indian Institute of Science, that is on the left side. IAC is working on ORAN compliant RAN solution, and IIT Delhi, they are working on the monolithic GNB solution. And I am coming from CDAC. We are responsible for the open source 5G as well as the element management system, that is the O&M part of both core and RAN. RAN includes both the monolithic GNB and the ORAN compliant solution. Uh, the specific responsibility of CDAC on both 5G core and EMS include because we adopted ST core as our upstream project, and currently the ST core has support for all the network functions currently we are planning except the N3WF, NEF, that is also in our roadmap. And as functional addition, we are also trying to include IMS integration, both for the voice as well as video. Then the other thing, we are mainly focusing on the testing aspects because the stability and performance is one of the major aspects our stakeholders are looking to IOS-MCN. That's why we are giving more importance to the testing part, both the automated and manual testing. And one positive news is we recently completed our continuous 48-hour continuous test, longevity test, using both our RAN solution, RAN and core solution. The core solution was based out of ST core. And on the EMS side, that is currently we are actually having our own development because we are taking care of the O&M of RAN and core. Core, we are still depending on the APIs exposed by ST core as part of its web console, but we are building a unified dashboard on top of it, where we are also trying to integrate the O&M part of the RAN, both the monolithic and the ORAN part. Where we are specifically trying to focus the telemetry of RAN and core and UE also. Then the statistics dashboard, basically from the N2, N3, N4, and N6 side. And the radio parameter dashboard and the alarm management and along with the performance management part. Regarding the roadmap for CDAC, because CDAC, we are involving in the core as well as the O&M part. Our main target is IMS integration, that is targeting for March 2025, and NEF and N3WF we are targeting for August 25. Operations and management, we are planning to come up in two phases. The first phase we are targeting March 25, where we are targeting to come up with the unified dashboard for fault and performance management. And in August 25, we are trying to focus to come up with the configuration management of both RAN and the core network functions. This is the overall idea about IOS-MCN. And currently, we are actually started working on the IMS integration. We already did the gap analysis with ST Core, and we have already submitted a proposal. And currently, that is being reviewed by Ajay on the IMS integration. And along with, we are also taking care of the whatever the testing outputs, bug fixes we are identified, bugs we are identified as part of our test. We are also raising corrections for that, and we are also submitting the PRs for that. That's the current development. Currently, we are carrying with the ST Core team, and we are also thankful to all of you because we are getting good support from all of the team members, especially Ajay. They helped us to lot actually to onboard us as part of the team and submitting the new proposals and submitting PRs and reviews. And thank you very much, all of you. And if you have any questions, I am happy to answer.
Thanks. I really appreciate the hearing about this. So you, on your previous slide, you had the testing with 50,000 subscribers registered and 10,000 active.
This is the targeted one. Currently, what we have completed is we have completed up to 32 simultaneous UEs. That is also we have completed the 48-hour longevity test. That's the
Okay.
completed status about the testing. But this is the targeted one.
Got it. Thank you.
Right.
Thanks. Well, so while I'm asking questions, I got one other one, which is when you say EMS, I assume that's an element management server system, which
That's
is
it the IP multimedia system?
IP multimedia system
Ah,
for
okay.
voice and video call. Yeah, voice and video
Yep.
calls.
So I'm seeing the terminology EMS on the previous slide.
Right.
Yeah, which I recognize as
Yeah.
a telco term as opposed to a cloud term. And I'm just wanting to get your sense of this. Your target is that this core appear as an element in a traditional telco deployment. Is that accurate?
Right. That's correct.
Okay.
That's why we named it as element management system.
So basically, to follow Larry's questions. So it means that you are developing this IMS platform.
Yes.
And also
IMS.
this.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Both developments, both the IMS as well as the EMS part, we are developing, and we shall be contributing because we are developing it under the Apache license.
Yeah, as well the N3 IWF.
Yes.
Okay.
N3 WF and NEF. That is currently missing in ST Core. These are two components. Yeah.
For EMS, are you going to use also the existing ROC as a starting point or something completely different?
Yes, we are starting with existing components, but along with that, we are currently developing a unified dashboard. That is a fresh development. But the underlying components are open source components only. We are choosing it from existing open source like ONAP. We are building it, and the unified dashboard we are building from scratch.
Regarding the unified dashboard, I guess you guys are relying on the metric font that currently is part of the SD core, correct?
Right. For the core part, but the unified dashboard is also taking care of the RAN part also. Where specifically we are actually picking components from the one app for the RAN control part and all. But eventually we will be moving with our own components for the RAN control also.
Okay.
But for the RAN, we adopted OA RAN. That is our RAN upstream project. But we are customizing a lot, specifically on the XN handover and the NDO handover part. We have added as part of the OIA code base that we have included and tested also.
Sorry, you said that you are taking the OAI project for the RAN.
RAN part, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Could you say a couple words about CDAC, Center for Development of Advanced Computing? So it's much broader than this. It's taken this on a project under that. What is CDAC? Is that a research institute? Is it government funded? Can you?
Right. It's a government funded research institute. We are coming under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. And we are working on the supercomputing communication side. Specifically the major and strategic electronics also we are working. Our major focus is on supercomputing as well as on the communication aspects.
So this particular project, just what does it technically fall under? I'm just kind of curious. Is it software? Is it communication? What's the?
Yes, it's a because why this project is important for the government, because they are trying to build an ecosystem around 5G, because government of India is giving so much importance for the developments around 5G solution. That's why this project has been initiated by the ministry.
Got it. Thanks.
That's why we are also into that, because we are into communication. Actually, we were part of the building the communication system for military also earlier. That's why we are part of this project. But even though most of this particular thing is software only, but still, considering the expertise in the communication domain, we were part of the project.
Thanks. That's helpful. Are there other questions? You have been tuned into our TST calls, so we have opportunities to continue to interact in the future too. So, but are there any other questions now?
Yeah. Thank you very much.